What?
Teacher, I can't hear you. Teacher, I can't hear you.
Thank you for reminding me. Wait, yep, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
So good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Your screen is blurry. Your camera.
Is it blurry?
It's a little blurry, but now I can see it.
All right. It has like an autofocus, so. All right, how is everyone doing today?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
I saw what we were doing on the Facebook, but I still don't understand what is it.
I will show you. It's gonna be very fun.
We will make a game.
Eventually, yes. In fact, hopefully in just a couple weeks. Today we're gonna learn how to draw. Man, that camera is really taking a focus. We're gonna be learning how to draw with coding. And then we're gonna use what we draw and animate it. And then maybe in a couple weeks we'll learn how to actually make a game with those animated shapes.
So we're gonna do like an animation today. Like
Today
cartoon.
we'll do mostly drawing, and then maybe some basic movement. I'll show you. It's gonna be cool.
Like a car. Like a car.
We could create a car. Mostly right now we're gonna be creating circles.
Circles.
In the beginning, it's mostly gonna be circles.
Squares. Squares harder than circles.
Not much, no. They're actually about the same amount of difficulty.
What about triangles?
Triangles are more tough, yeah. All right, we'll give everyone a chance to filter in here. I tend to find about like 7 minutes in, a bunch of people hop on. But for now, let me. There we go. All right, there we go. Share screen. As usual, we're on repl.com. Link in chat. If you haven't made an account, it should look something like this. Then you scroll down, go to start coding, make an account, probably continue with Facebook. I'll continue with GitHub. Click on create. In the template, search in HTML. Click on HTML.
I am in my repl, but it seems to be broken. There's a space between 11 and 12, but there's nothing in between there.
Huh, I'll have to check that out in a second. All right, so HTML, CSS, JS, and click on create REPL. All right, and while we wait here to JP, what do you mean 11 and 12?
Well, there's the bar 11 and 12. It has a gap between the numbers, about 3 bars away from 12, and it still counts normally. And it's empty, by the way.
I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Could you? is there like an error? Like you're saying like hello world and stuff, right?
No, it's just empty. They're plain emptiness.
Huh. Go ahead. I believe you have to like turn your camera towards it, or maybe you can you share your screen?
You have to stop share because I can't share my screen.
There you go. And yeah, here I'll stop share for a moment here, and yeah, you can share your screen.
I'm gonna take a photo since I'm on an iPad.
All right. And welcome to all the new people. I'm just helping out JP here. And in a moment, I'll go over the repl thing again. And while we wait, if anyone has a joke, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Why did the alligator want? Why did the crocodile want to be a detective?
Why?
Because he wanted to be an investigator.
Ah, very good.
Hey, Investigator is an actual book.
Hmm.
Investigator, which is actually an alligator.
Oh wow, Paimon, that is a dark joke. Good job.
Thank you.
JP, I'm not sure what's wrong with your code. I suggest going out and then coming back to a new repl. Just creating a whole new repl. All right, I'm going to share my screen again. When you said why was 10 scare, I was expecting like a Cathone 8-9 or something, but no.
I fixed. I found it. Yeah.
Oh shoot. All right. There we go. Okay, got my screen shared. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to repl.com. Link will be in chat. Oh, you can't see in the dark. That's very good. All right. Yeah, link in chat. If you don't have an account, you just see this. Go to start coding. Probably continue with Facebook. You probably have a Facebook. If you don't, go ahead and make an account. I will continue with GitHub. That's what I have. Then click on the big create button.
I used Google.
Oh yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. All right. I'll go ahead here and click on create. Type in HTML in the template. Click on HTML, CSS, JS, and click create repl. That is how you create a repl. All right, so I will go ahead now and wait. Is my camera dead? Uh-oh. Someone type in chat if they can see me on my camera. Uh-oh. What happened? Just died on me. All right, going to have to switch to my computer camera. There we go. All right, and I see Matica, you have a question. You can unmute. Oh, got Lapu annotating.
Actually, my mom said that I need to continue with Google, but it doesn't even log in. It's just loading super long.
Huh. The loading could be because you're on Zoom. It could be your computer's a little slow right now. I know mine is right now. You could here. Oh, I cannot type for some reason. Okay, give me one moment here. I'm actually having some technical difficulties all of a sudden. What? All right, let me stop share and then try again. All right, there we go. All right, let me see here. Oh. Yeah, it's probably because you are just the internet's a little too slow. You could try leaving Zoom, trying it again, and then coming back. That's one possibility. Especially if it's just being slow, that's probably it. Although you could also try to use something else and you could get your mom to help you out. All right. All right, but as before, I will show it one more time here. We go to click on Create, type in HTML in the template area, select HTML, CSS, JS, and click Create REPL. All right. So I'll go ahead now and show you how to set up processing.js. And yes, let's not spam too much in the chat here. Basically, there's something called a library in the JavaScript world. It's a lot like an actual library where you can get other pieces of information and other code that other people have written and then use it in your own code. The library we're going to get is called processing.js. And we're going to get it by copy and pasting. I'm going to, in the chat, I'm going to paste a line of code. You're going to select that. And then in the header up here, you see, or actually, you should be able to do like this. Go ahead and right above your script tag, you see you have right here, script src equals script.js. Right above it, just paste in that line of code. And if you're not able to paste from chat, I got you covered. On Facebook and the Discord, I'm about to send that line of code. There you go. Oh wait, looks like I didn't send it right. Oh no, I did. Okay. All right. So once you've gotten that line of code pasted, I have it in chat, on Discord, and on the Facebook. No Discord or Facebook. Well, no Discord or Facebook. I suppose you could try to write it down. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? Okay, another way you can do it is look up how to set up processing JS. Go to the first website, scroll down, and you will see some code here. This is the code you need to copy. Just select that, copy it, and then paste it right above your script tag. If you don't have Facebook or Discord, that's what you can do. All right, but yes, the goal right now for most people, you should be able to just, here is the code in the chat, copy it, Control C, and then right above your script part right here, the script.js, paste that bit of code. And when you're done, put done in chat. And yes, I'll paste it in chat again. And Proud, if you have a question, you may unmute.
I cannot find the code that you pasted above the script part, but so I thought the code that was above the script part was from the bottom, but when I checked the code, it was not the same.
Yes, this is a totally different script tag, and it's for basically you're downloading processing.js. You're downloading this other library so that you can write cooler code easier. I will, if you want to get rid of everything you've done, you can click Control Z a few times to kind of undo. Control Z, or you can just like go out and make a new REPL. And I have the correct script tag. I will keep pasting it in chat for everyone to see. I've also pasted it in the Facebook and the Discord.
Okay. I'm deleting everything I put.
All right, and to the people who want the Discord link, it is in chat as well. And I see Lou Mamp has a question. You may unmute. I will say you shouldn't be seeing anything different right now. If you run it, nothing should be happening any different. All right. and go ahead real quick. If you still are having trouble getting the script tag pasted, put yes in chat. Okay, someone's saying I'm in JS, can you do it again? Yes, I can. I will say let's not annotate. Also let's not spam. Okay. Okay. All I've done right now is I've copied a line of code that I am trying to continuously paste in chat. Just select it, and then Control C, and then right above the script tag, this one right here, script src equals all this, just paste it in right here. Oops. I'm having trouble pasting it now. Ah. Oh no, what happened? Ah. Sorry here, I am having a bit of difficulties. There we go. Sheen, I assume you're asking, can I ask? I will try to find you. All right, for a little bit, because we're having a bit of trouble here, I'm going to go ahead and for a second, I'll let everyone. Okay, unmute if you're currently having a problem with copy or finding the script tag to copy it. Only unmute if you're having that problem, but you can now unmute.
On an iPad. The only
Okay.
problem. I'm on an iPad.
All right.
Teacher,
Can you-
I use today. I don't have Chrome. Can you post on Facebook?
Yes, I have posted the link or the script on Facebook. Or if I didn't do it right, let me try it again.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, looks like that's a problem. All right. Bless you. Okay. Looks like the link isn't pasting correctly on Facebook. Let me try something. Sorry about this. Give me one moment. How do I unmake something a link? Huh. Okay, unfortunately, I can't make it a link correctly. But okay, if you are not able to get the link in chat or Discord, here's what you can do. I posted in Facebook the link to a website where you can get the link. And what you can do is look up on whatever browser you have how to set up processing JS like this. And then you go to the first website here, processing.js, scroll down, and you will see some code. this is the line you want right here. And then you will paste it right above your script tag. And just, Katie, you can go to the bathroom. All right. Unfortunately, that's all I'll be able to help with that particular part. I'm going to have to move on now to the rest. And if you're still having trouble, I can help you after class.
ผมไม่อยู่แม่พี่ต้องก๊อปลิงก์แล้วก็ส่ง
All right. Now, there is.
เลย
Let me. Whoops. There we go. Now, there's one more thing we're going to have to do, is that in our script tag right here, we're going to do one thing. Go ahead and just go space right after the word script and type in type, T-Y-P-E. And yes, the code should do nothing right now. We're just bringing in the code to be able to use it later. But right after the script tag in your script.js script tag right here, this line, just type in type, T-Y-P-E, equal sign, quotation marks, and application, A-P-P-L-I-C-A-T-I-O-N, application / processing, P-R-O-C-S-S-I-N-G. I will paste that in chat. And in fact, I'll also paste the entire script tag if you need it. There we go. That is our last thing we need to do. And put done in chat when you're done. I highly suggest copying from the chat to make sure you're not spelling it wrong. And make sure it's APPLICATION /PROCESSING. Application / processing. It's basically just telling your JavaScript that you're writing processing JavaScript. You're going to be drawing. And, okay, next last thing. I know I have a lot of last things. What we need to do after the script tag, just do lesson sign, canvas, C-A-N-V-A-S, greater than sign. Repl should make the end tag for you. And now we are done. Go ahead and do that, and you should be good. And Sheen, I see you have a question. You may unmute. Oh, never mind. And JP.
I don't have any question.
Okay, thank you. And JP, you may also unmute.
Apparently, I am not followed up with the stars thing in script.js, the first one, yet.
Do you mean the application part or this big script tag?
The big script tag.
Okay. Look up on Google on the same thing you have your code on, right? That we can
Following
copy
the
paste
code,
it.
I'm writing the code.
Okay.
Else.
Yeah, I'll help you more after class. I'm gonna have to go past that particular part, unfortunately. And yes, everyone should be getting an error in their console. That's perfectly fine. If you get an error in your console, perfectly fine. All right, Indy, you may unmute.
Well, when I run with the that big script tag, I didn't get an error, but nothing happened.
That's fine. Currently we're just setting up so we can write stuff. I know it might seem like a lot of work right now, but trust me, it's worth it. It's a bit of setup, but it will be worth it. All right, and Lumap, last one. All right, I'm not sure if you had a question or not, but okay. All right. So once you have this, you can now start writing the processing.js. And I'm sorry if you were not able to get all this correct. Just keep writing, just keep following along, and then afterwards, I will help you out. So let's go over to our script.js now. Here, we'll finally be able to start writing some code. So follow along with me here. Remember, this is a different file. Here's index.html, here's script.js. We will write void space void void space setup setup. We'll do left parentheses right here, so we have the right parentheses for us, and then afterwards left curly brace, and the right curly brace is made for us, and enter. Seeing that error, I believe I may have done something wrong here. Wait. Give me one moment, let me try one thing. Don't write it down. Okay, it's fine. All right, so once you have this right here, void setup left parenthesis, and repl should make the right parenthesis for you, space left curly brace. Again, repl should make the right curly brace for you. Click enter, you're here. You can now write size, size, left parenthesis, 200, 200, comma space, 200. And now, if you run it, you get a gray box in your replet area. And if you're able to see the gray box, go ahead and put a yes in chat. I'll also say you may notice this little red squiggly line here. Just ignore it. And Proud, you may unmute.
When I tried to write everything in script.js, when I run it, I don't get the gray box. I don't see the gray box except for hello world.
Okay. I see other people are also having the same problem here. Yes, okay. Let me jump back here in the index. Remember, do you have the big script tag here?
Yes.
And do you have this type equals application / processing?
Yes.
And how this canvas tag at the very bottom?
Yes.
All right. I'll go ahead and stop my share for one moment, and then you can share your screen. How does that sound? Should be the green button at the bottom.
I'm
Okay. It is spelled you spelled application wrong. It is APPLICATION. Here, let me. Since you're on Zoom, you can also, if you'd like, here I've pasted the line into chat if you would like to copy and paste it. But here's what you wrote, APLA, like that. Just go ahead and do PLI, APPLICATION.
Okay.
And everyone else also make sure you have this application/processing spelled correctly. And Indy, you may unmute.
Okay, I think I just forgot to put the comma back in. There's nothing now. I can see a gray box, but it does not big. It is not big.
That's okay. I know it's not that big right now. And make sure you put 200 as well. 200200. Make sure you didn't put 20. Make it too small. Make sure it's 200. And it's not that big right now, but it'll be fine. If it's super small, it may be because you have 20s instead of 200s. Here, let me see here. Like, it's not that big of a box. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and make it 400. Make it even bigger. If it's very small, make it bigger. I'd say now it's very big. 400, 400. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a couple minutes. I'll just leave it on here, so if people are still on the index, you can help out there. And win-win, you may unmute. Oh, never mind. All right. Let's do the next part here. What we did here is sort of create a weird function. All we've done is use this keyword as setup that lets processing.js know, okay, we are creating the canvas, and here's the size of the canvas. Now, outside of setup, on a whole new line, we're going to write void draw, DRAW, void space draw, left parenthesis, left curly brace, enter, just like before. And now I'm going to write ELLIPSE, ellipse. I will paste that in chat. I suggest copying it and pasting it here to make sure you spell it right. Ellipse, ELLIPSE. Then we do left curly brace, and then 200, 200, 200, 200. And make sure your size is at 400, by the way, for this. And yes, Anita, that does look good. Oh, and yes, if you have broken code or code that's not working, or even code that works, go ahead and paste it in chat and I can look it over. Leo, I notice that everything in your code looks great except one thing. You are missing a T in script. Your first script is just SCRIP, like that. Just add a T right there. That should be your problem. Pun looks good. And yes, if I now run it, I get a big white circle right in the middle. It only took an hour to do it. But trust me, now that we have it set up, we can do so much with this. And Anita, that looks actually, okay, one problem with your code, Anita. You are right here, okay? You are missing a quotation mark and also a space. So you have like processing and then immediately you have SRC. Go ahead, right between the G and the S, add a quotation mark and a space, and that should fix it. And Mang Porn, you're correct. Everyone looks good. And by the way, if you're getting some kind of error in your console, ignore it. It's fine. All right, and finally, to Lumam, it seems like you put some code down here in the second script tag. I know Replit has one for some reason. Don't worry about it. Just scroll back up to here. I would suggest here, you know what? Here is all that code. If you want, you can just paste that in. Or even this. Here, I'm going to paste my entire index.html. You can copy it, select your entire HTML, delete it, and then paste mine if you would like. Just to complete reset. And yes, I will help you more at the end of class. All right. So we've made a circle. Now, let's look at some stuff about our circle. We have all this 200 and we did it 4 times. What does that mean? A lot of people are asking where and why. I'm not sure what exactly you're talking about. If it's working right now, don't paste anything new. Don't worry about that. No, don't paste any more code. If it's working, don't paste any more code. And yes, to main corn, your problem that you wrote ellipse like that should be ELLIPSE. Oh, and if it's not working though, then I just put in chat this entire block of code here. If you want, you can copy it and then like, shoot. Like this is, let me go back here. This is how a replit would look like at the beginning. Just delete this script tag and then paste that and it should work now. And yes, I can also copy my entire, I also copied my entire HTML and I pasted it in chat. That way, if you need to, you can just delete your HTML and paste mine in. But okay, let's move on. Let's look at the ellipse. Let me start by changing the first number, okay? I'm going to change the first one to from 200 to 100. There's a 100 here instead. If I now click run, the circle moves to the left. And to show it a bit better, I can open my site, a new tab, and you see the circle is very to the left. If I go to 300 and run, the circle is very to the right. So that shows that the first number determines how far to the left or right that our circle is. 200 being the middle. There you go, that's the middle. And 100 and 300 being to the left and right. Go ahead and try it if you'd like. Just change it to another number and see what happens. Don't change it to like more than 400 though, because you won't be able to find your circle. It'll be gone because it'll be outside of the canvas. Oh, and to anyone who's seeing like an error :null, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything. All right, now, would anyone like to guess what will happen if I change the second number to 100? If you like, go ahead and try it out, and then put in chat what will happen. All right, a lot of good guesses. And if we see it, it goes up. Oops, let me get that back to 200 there so you can see a little better. There we go. It goes up. And if I go to 300 and run it, it goes down. There we go. Down. Up and down. So the second number is for up and down. The higher the number, the lower it is. And the lower the number, the higher it is. A little counterintuitive, I know, but so the first number is left and right, second number up and down. All right. Now, who can tell me what will happen if I change the third number to, say, 400? If you want, you can try it out and tell me in chat what happens. All right, I'm going to run it. And yes, if you see here, it is very long. And if you want to see it in that bigger area, there's open in the new tab button up here. Open in a new tab. If you click on it, you get a whole website. And yeah, now it's an oval. That's also why we write ellipse here and not circle, because ellipse kind of means like it, a circle that can be stretched. And yes, main porn is correct. If I change the fourth number, I make it thinner. You stretch it this way. For the fourth number, stretches it this way. Third stretches it this way. All right. And you can also see if I change both third and fourth number to 400, I just get one really big circle because it's being stretched both width and height, so it's just making it bigger. All right, let me bring those back to 200, 200. And yeah, Mancorn is correct. In like graphing speak, the first number is the x axis, and the second number is the y axis. Up and down, or first number left and right, second number up and down. All right. We have a couple questions here. JP, you may unmute.
My entire repl just disappeared.
I see. Given that class about ends, I'm going to have to help you after class. But continue following along as best you can. Thank you. And Win-Win, you may unmute.
My code is not working.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you the same answer because, yeah, I will have to help you very soon. But if you would like, go ahead and here. I'm going to paste my entire HTML in the chat. You can go ahead and select all your HTML, like Control A, delete it all, copy my HTML from chat, and paste it in. Oh, didn't work. Let me grab it, Control C, and paste. There we go. And now it should work. And yes, go home, that looks good. All right. So let's go back to a normally sized circle, and let's talk about colors. Above the ellipse, okay, make sure you do it above your ellipse part. Type in fill, or yeah, if you need to make a new line like that, enter. Type in fill left parenthesis, and then 255 comma 0 comma 0. Just 255 comma 0 comma 0. And if I run it, my circle is very red. This is a lot like how CSS does coloring. You're filling in the circle with the color red. And yes, Mincorn, RGB coloring is what it's called. Basically, 255 is like the maximum amount of red you can have. If I change it to 0 and make the second number 255, I get the maximum amount of green you can have. And if I change it to 0 and put the third number at 255, I get the maximum amount of blue you can have. And if I, just like in painting, when I want to blend colors, I can add more. I can add maybe 100 green and 50 red. And I get, that's basically the same color. So how about 200 red? So 200, 100, 255. I get purple. Look at that. And you can try whatever colors you would like. I like to try 255, 255, 0, and that gives me yellow. All right. So go ahead, try out different colors. Just so you know, all zeros is black, and all 255 or 255 is white. But I like to do that and make it yellow. All right. Now, let's say I want to make another circle. And let's say particularly I wanted to make like a face, right? Make like a very simple face. I wanted just like 2 circles inside this circle, so kind of like eye, you know? What I could do is make another ellipse, ELLIPSE, left parenthesis, And now, I'm not quite sure where to put it. So let me start with 200, 200, like my other circle is. And then 50, 50, because I know I want it to be much smaller, right? 50, 50 will make a much smaller circle. If I run that, I get a small circle within my big circle. You can see it here. A small circle within my big circle. Now I want to move it more like to the left and up, right, to make it look like an eye. So I know my x-axis. If I make it larger, I go to the right. I make it smaller, I go to the left. I want to go to the left, so I will try 150 instead of 200 here. I go 150. Move it a little to the left, 50, pixels to the left. And for the y, I'll go. I actually want to go up. I want to do a smaller number, so I'll also go 150. And now I have it looking kind of like an eye. One eye, at least. Oh, and Cajon, if you can, try to paste your code in chat. And if not, I'll help you in about like 6 minutes. All right. And I actually want to make more than one circle here because, most people have 2 eyes. Cajon, you have only 3 numbers for your ellipse. You should have 4. I have 150, 150, 50, 50 is what I have. So for my next ellipse, I'm going to do almost the exact same thing, except I'm going to move it to the right more. So I'm going to do like 250, 150, 50, 50. And if I run that, I get 2 eyes right there like that. That's not bad. A bit of drawing. I know it's hard to like intuitively know like what numbers to put in. So just try different numbers and see how close you can get. But I know I need 250 and 150. All right. I'll go ahead real quick. Make sure I'm not going too fast here. Yeah, I don't have much time left, but if you are able to see 2 eyes on a face, say done. All right, good job, everyone. And yeah, if you make something entirely different, good on you. Just try to use multiple circles is all I ask. Now, here's one thing. These eyes are soulless eyes. It is a yellow person with yellow eyes. That's a problem. I don't think they'd actually be able to see. So, we want to change the color of just the eyes without annotating. What we can do is right above these 2 ellipses, right? Below our first one, where we have the big face, right above these 2, the eyes, I'll write fill, left parenthesis, 0, 0, 0, 3 zeros. If I click enter, I now have 2 black eyes. Much creepier, I would say. Not too much creepier. That's kind of cute, And you can see here how fill works is that it just changes the color of everything below it. Anything in lines below it, it changes the color. So like fill yellow. Okay, all ellipses below are now yellow. But here, fill black. Okay, now all ellipses below this one are now black. See what's going on? And Cahoon, I see you have a question. Go ahead and try to raise your hand, but I will answer it in a couple minutes here. Because all right, that is the basic thing. We now know two things, fill and ellipse, and we can pretty much create a lot of stuff with this. Like if I wanted, maybe I could make another ellipse, and I'll try to make this one like a mouse, maybe like 100, 100, and maybe like, what about all 100s? And then what would that look like? Nope, that does not look good. I need to be in the middle and then much lower. So like that, that's kind of mouse-like. Kind of. And maybe I'll make it a different color. Basically, I can just try experiment with different things. Make this one all red. Remember RGB, red, green, blue. The first one is red. 255 is the max we can do. There we go. Now it's a red mouse. Maybe make it a little higher. That way it's not like hanging off of him. There we go. That's not too bad. Kind of like a mouse. Really big mouse. All right. And that is the main face. All right. I'll go ahead now and begin taking questions. Or actually, sorry, one thing, I know I had a question from earlier. One thing before we end class. At the very top here, I can also change the background of the canvas. I don't have to be gray the whole time. I can do something like background. background, background. Just like in CSS, just how we did background color, we just do background now. And then same thing with like filling. I can do 0, 0, 0 to make the background black. Very ominous. Or maybe I'll do like blue. There we go. That's not bad. And just try to find another nice little color. I would maybe suggest trying something like that. Kind of a nice light blue, 100, 200, 255. Nice sky blue. All right. So, for homework, the goal is to take what we've learned, background, fill, and ellipse, and create some art. Even if it's just like recoloring the face, that's fine. But create some art, create some cool thing, just mess around, and then post it on the Facebook or the Discord. And yeah, you can make a rocket ship, whatever you want. You'd be surprised the amount of stuff you can do with just circles and coloring. All right, I'll go ahead now, and at least for a moment, I'm going to let everyone unmute themselves if they would like.
Oh,
Bruh.
On Rayu, that looks good. All right, Pawan has, oh wow, that is creepy. Good job. And yeah, if anyone would like, you can paste your code or paste your like repl link in chat right now, and I'll check it out. We'll show everyone. Very
Sir, I
horrible.
want to make a line for the mouth.
Oh, okay. A line for the mouth. That is gonna be a tad tough, I will say, but I can show you.
I know what's
So instead of a circle here, I would try to do line, Line. Line. And now instead of like saying, okay, here's where it is, here's how big it is, you just say, here's where one point is, and here's where the other point is. Kind of imagine you have some yarn, and you need to like put it at 2 points. I'll try to do this here. The first point will be, it's gonna need to be at like, 100, 150, I believe, and the second line would be at 200, 150. Let me run that. That did not work at all. I need it. Yeah, it's tough at first, even for me. I need it lower, so I need to make it higher. So maybe 300 on both ends. That is too low. Okay, how about 250? Okay, I'm getting there. That's closer. And now I'm going to move it a little bit to the right here. So just add 50 to both of these. So I have a total. I'm going to put the line in chat there. If you want to copy it, is line 150, 250, 250, 250. And that is a line right there.
Can you slow down and show me the code? I'm still typing.
Yes. It is line, left
That
parentheses.
is 4 codes.
Yes.
Can you rotate it?
Rotate. That's gonna be a little tough. But yeah, it's line 150, 250, or 150, comma 250, comma 250, comma 250. As for rotate, good question. A lot of like processing.js stuff is pretty intuitive. So I mean, let me try it. Rotate 45. What happens? Looks like I did maybe rotate the line. Here, let me put rotate all the way at the top here.
Sure, I put the line code, but the line did not show up anywhere. I do not see the line.
You mind pasting your line code in chat? I'll see what is possibly wrong.
I will.
I will say, if you want to rotate it, it's just rotate, and then you put like the amount you want to rotate it by. If you see you're rotating 45, kind of puts it off of the area. I can do like 10. Then, nope, that also. Okay, rotating's tough, but if you want, you can try it out.
Put my code into chat.
Teacher.
All right, Proud, you have put your line outside of the draw function. I was just putting it, copying it, putting it back inside the draw function. See, there's like curly braces here to see where you can put your code. You put it
So
inside.
I have to put the curly braces somewhere where I can put my line code.
Oh no, you don't change where the curly braces are. Just like go in here and like add some new lines so the curly brace moves down some, and then paste in and put in your line code right here. You don't need to change the curly braces, just where you put the code. For example, here, let me just show you. This is exactly what your code looks like. Go ahead, copy that, delete it, add a new line here, and then paste it in here.
Okay.
All right.
Can I ask
Your
something?
code looks good. Yes.
How can we do fill the red in the eye in half, like a boring eye?
Okay, so you want to make like a smaller eye within the eye?
No, but fill color in a half, a red one, like a
Oh, so
boring
like
eye.
one red, one black? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Very easy. Just make a new line in between the two ellipses for the eyes, and then make another fill. There we go. Like that. Now we have this one's red. Because see, this fill will make both ellipses black. But now we have this fill, so it will override that. It'll say, no, make this ellipse red. And now if I run it, I have one eye, very red. All right. Oh, that's Plawan's earlier stuff. Looks great. And now, okay, someone sent this code here. Let me run it. Oh, whoa, looks great. Who was that? That was Lou Mam. Looks great. Good job. Like it. All right. And for the last bit here, okay, I'm going to stop my share. If you have
Teacher,
a problem or just want to show off your code, go ahead and share your screen.
teacher, how can I make my face from blue to yellow?
All right. Oh, and who is sharing your screen? Beam. Looks great. Very big face. Good job. Okay, let me actually go ahead. I'll share my screen one moment to answer Proud if I can. There we go. Okay. I assume you have your face.
I need to
blue.
go. Can I leave? I need to go.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead. That's fine.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
All right. And oh, there we go. Indy. Let's see it. All right, looks good. Got the face there. Oh, there we go. Good job. Got the line. Nice. All right. Go home. Looks good. Good job.
I was actually gonna do the same thing that Indy did.
Yeah, it looks great. Good job.
But
Got
I'm
a nice
still
line.
waiting on
Okay.
how to make the face yellow, like an emoji.
All right. Let me. Do you mean yellow like my face is? Here, let me
Yes.
share screen. All right. You see here, to make something yellow, you just use 255-255-0. That is the RGB value for making it yellow.
Which line?
It should be the very first fill, the very top one right here. Not background, but this one.
But can I like share my screen and then you can
yeah.
tell me which line for me?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to stop share. All right, you can go ahead and share your screen. On Leo, you look code looks great. All right, is line 7 Proud? And it should be 255-7. Yeah.
255.
Quadrical.
Yeah, 255, 255. Then last one should be 0. I know 255 isn't like the great max value. If I made it, I would do it like 100. But it's important for binary for it to be 255. If that makes any sense.
Okay, I have to go now.
I'm gonna go. Bye bye.
And yes, anyone who would like to leave now, you can. Class is officially over. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Blank and
Bye.
now it's loading.
What is
Bye.
homework?
Thank you.
What is homework?
Oh yes, homework is just mess around with it, create something new and cool, and then post it on Facebook.
Okay, so we just have to decorate the smile, the
Yeah.
face.
Or
Is
even
that
make a
great?
different thing than a face, just try to play with the values of different ellipses and see what you can make, Even if it's just like chaos, that's fine. If you have like 20 ellipses around the screen, all different colors, I'm happy.
Can we make a polka dot pattern?
Oh, yeah.
just
That'd be great, yeah.
Filled with red polka dots on a white background.
That's great. All right.
I'm just trying to make the eyebrow right now. Just trying to make the eyebrow, but this line just stretches everywhere.
Yes, line is difficult, I would say. try to remember that. Here, let me share my screen here. Try to remember when using line that the first two are going to be the first point, right? Like one edge of the line is going to be at, left, right on the first one, up, down the second one, and the next point is going to be the next two numbers. And remember, higher means to the right, lower means to the left, and then for second number,
Thank you
higher,
for your
lowest up.
help, teacher. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Teacher Quinn, can I share my work?
Yes, you may. There you go. All right, looks good. Looks great. Good job.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you. Got a couple questions here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, white is 255, 255, 255. If I run it here, you see it's now a white face. Very robotic looking, actually. Kind of cool. White is max on everything, and black is zeros on everything. Oh, I got one question. How do you make a rectangle? It's actually very easy. I'll show it real quick. It's just rect. R-E-C-T.
Is it rect?
Rect
Since I use Java, normal Java.
Oh, yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Is it like
R-E-C-T. And then it's the exact same thing as an ellipse. You just do like coordinates and then like how big it is. And then let me run it. There we go. I have like this square right in the middle. I can make it a really long square. There we go. Kind of looks creepy. All right. And does anyone have any questions? And has anyone not been able to get it working? Now's the time I can help you. You can go ahead and unmute or talk in chat. Share your screen.
I'm still having problems trying to get the eyebrow.
Eyebrow, that's gonna be tough. Let me see what I can
The
what
line.
coordinates I would use. Maybe it should be similar to the eye, so maybe just a little bit above it. So how about like one? Let me make another line here. Make some space. Do a line at, for this one I'll do 250. Oh, no, let's go 200. 175. I'm having trouble myself. Hopefully you can figure it out. All right. Any other questions, problems? If you have a problem, now's the time. You can share your screen, unmute.
Bye. See you next class next Saturday.
Class next week, same time. Goodbye. All right, Ryu is asking for a triangle before we leave. That is going to be a little tough. In fact, if you have any questions about processing.js, look up how to make a triangle in processing.js. All right, this looks a little complicated, but okay, I think I get it. Basically, to make a triangle, you do triangle, triangle, and then you're going to want to do, it's a lot like a line, so it's a little difficult. I'm just going to put in some random coordinates here, and hopefully it works. I'm going to do 50, 50, 100, 100, 200, 200. I'm going to click run. I don't think that worked. Oh wait. I feel like that should have worked. How about, okay. Let's try 250, 150, 150, 150, and then 300, 300. Okay, that made a line. Look at that. It kind of works. You just put in the x value and the y value for 1 point, x and y for another point, and x and y for another point. It's a little difficult. That's why I didn't show in class. Triangle is a little tough to get working right. But that is how you do it. And Katie, if you have a question, you may unmute.
I actually forgot how to put a circle in the middle.
Good question. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and take out everything here to show you. It's ellipse, and then 200, comma, 200, comma, 200, comma, 200. That is the circle in the middle. Because we have the size here at 400, right? It's 400 by 400. 200 is right at the middle. 200 by 200 is right in the middle. All right. And with that, I'm going to end class. So thank you all for staying for the entirety of that session. And see you all next week. Goodbye.